Hello everyone, it's Luisfa here, and welcome to another video on this tutorial series on Godot 4.2. Today I'm going to show you how to add sounds to your dialogues to give the effect that the character is actually talking to the player. This video is a continuation of the previous dialogue tutorial video. If you haven't watched that one, I will leave a link in the description for you. But don't worry, you will learn just fine regardless if you haven't seen it yet. Let's get into it. In this basic scene, we have an X button that, as we press it, makes the dialog box to move. You can see how the text appears in the box dynamically. We learned how to do that in the previous video. Go watch it if you want to learn how to do that. Now, let's dive into audio. For adding sound to the text, we will use the AudioStreamPlayer node. This is one of the most common of the audio nodes. We also have the AudioStreamPlayer 2D and the AudioStreamPlayer 3D. The key difference between all of these nodes is that the 2D and 3D nodes allow us to add positional audio, which means that the audio will be louder the closer it is to the camera. Let's add the AudioStreamPlayer node. If you're in Windows, just press Ctrl A and type AudioStreamPlayer. Now click Create, and now what we need to do is we are just going to be adding an audio track here. I will be using a fun audio created by this Island. I have cut down the length of it a little bit so it sits better on video. And don't worry, I will be leaving the link of the audio on the description so you can download the same audio as well. Now, let me just play this to you so you know how it sounds. You get the idea. Now, our next step is to play the sound through code. Let's start by creating a reference to our audio player. Now that we have done that, the next step is just to add the play functionality when our text appears on the screen. To do that, we just grab the reference, we add it to our animate dialog transition, and we simply call the play function. What do you think will happen if I just run the scene? Let's have a look. I think that's enough. As you can see, the text appears on the screen, but the audio keeps playing. Let's stop this behavior. To do that, we just need to know when our Tween finishes playing the animation. There is a very useful signal from Tween called finish that just does that. We will use the finish signal from the Tween, but first let's create a function that just stops the audio. This is a very simple function here. We just make use of a reference to the AudioStreamPlayer and call the stop function. The next step is to connect the signal. And to do that, we just do the following. We use our dialog Tween, find the finish signal, and we connect it to the stop function. Just delete that. There we go. Now, let's see how this looks like on our scene. And that's much better. Let's see what else can we do. That was very nice. However, we are playing the same audio over and over, which means that our players will get bored of it at some point. And it doesn't really give the sensation that the character is actually talking if you just play the same noise over and over. To improve on that, we can simply just change the audio starting point. For example, our audio is around 20 seconds long. If we start playing the audio from a random point from those 20 seconds, the audio will sound different every time. The AudioStreamPlayer is super helpful around that. Essentially, we just need to pass a float with the starting position to the play method, and the node will do exactly what we just described. Let's have a look. So the sound start position will simply pick a random number between 0 and 20. Now, let's run the scene. I love it. I think this is amazing, and we have seen very similar implementations of this feature in games such as Animal Crossing and Celeste. However, there is one bug that we need to squash before finishing up this video. The length of our audio is 20 seconds, and we are randomizing our audio starting point between a range of 0 and 20, which means that in certain conditions, if our random number is 19 or 20, it's likely that the audio will be done before the text, which is not ideal. To fix this, we just need to offset the duration of our text display animation against the length of our audio. So if our text animation will take 5 seconds, our audio could only start between a random number between 0 and 15. This way the audio will always be long enough for our text. The code for this functionality is pretty simple. We use the getLength method of the stream to get the duration of our audio. Then we just find the audio max length by comparing the audio size against the text animation duration. Then we are going to use the sound max length instead of 20, so we can keep our code dynamic rather than hard-coded. So if we change our audio, our code will still work nicely. Now, let's play our scene really quickly. That's very nice. Thanks for watching until now. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe and set notifications on so you are the first to know when the next video is available. Bye!